Just testing the sound on this thing. I don't think it's very good. I actually have to talk very loudly, and I don't like that. But whatever. I think we're just testing the sound right now. Please don't put this up on the video. That's all you're doing right now. Just use this as reference or whatever. Don't put it up on the video. Whatever you do, just don't put it up on the video, okay? How's it going, bros? My name is Pew. No, no way, that I can't do that. That's that's the other whatever his name is. How's it going, everyone? My name is Matt, and yes, like every person out there with the ability to communicate through media and so on, I too have a list set aside with predictions for the Smash Ultimate roster. And I wanted to share my opinions out there for everyone else to see. And who knows, maybe it'll be fun to reflect on this video down the line to see what I got wrong, maybe what I got right actually. I would like to talk about what I think the new Spirits mode is going to be, and we're going to have that discussion saved for last. I was going to make this entire thing a single video, but after realizing it would be over 30 minutes long, I decided to split it into 3 parts because I don't think anybody out there would want to watch some guy they've never heard of talk about anything for half an hour. Which in itself works fine because I have a wish list of things I've been wanting in Smash for a very long time, and I can sprinkle one in each video and start the videos talking about, these things. So this video will focus on the characters I think are going to be in the initial roster, and will probably be the longest video of the 3. So the next one we'll talk about honorable mentions that I thought about that could potentially show up, maybe as DLC down the line, who knows. And the last video we're going to talk about the Spirits mode. Full disclosure, I am not a leaker. I am not leaking. This is not a leak video of any sort. I don't have any inside information. I am not saying this to throw you off my tracks or throw Nintendo ninjas off my tracks. And my uncle does not work for Nintendo. I swear. However, if you find my ideas interesting in any shape or form, feel free to express this in the comments below. I know there's tons of leaks out there. There's probably some kid looking for attention submitting one right now to 4chan. So let me begin this video by using one of the 3 things I really want in Smash that I've always wanted, and this is one of the simple ones. Costumes, skins, whatever you want to call it. Lots of modded versions of Smash Bros. Out there have skins for each character, and I don't think that's very unlikely. Plus, I know we'd all throw our money at Nintendo if they decided to add skins as DLC. I know I would shamelessly do it. Anyways, let's talk about new characters. Well, new and Echo Fighters. Just in general, I guess. Originally, I looked at the full roster for Smash Bros. And realized there's currently 63 fighters with 6 Echo Fighters, which makes the total current roster 69 characters. Well, with characters like me being 3 characters and using 1 slot, and with Pokemon Trainer using 1... Anyway, there's 69 slots being used right now. And we all know Random Select occupies 1 slot, so that's 70 as of right now. There are currently 70 character slots being occupied as we speak. 70. Now you may be wondering, why is this idiot talking so much about character slots? There's currently 67 characters. Why count the echoes? Why does he talk to himself in 3rd person, representing the audience he actually doesn't have? Yeah. I get it. Let me get to it. We all know from previous titles the Smash development team are suckers for making the character select screen symmetrical as cake when it comes to the final rosters. Which leads me to believe they're gonna add another 10 whole characters to the roster to make it look symmetrical. Well, they could actually just add 2 more and split it a rows of 9s instead of 10, or even 8. Fine, I see your point. But do you honestly think Sakurai's just gonna add 2 more characters? Really? I hope not. So that's why I believe in my heart of hearts that this lovely man right here, is going to be adding 10 more characters. I predict 6 new ones and 4 Echo Fighters. So let's dump this introduction and jump right into the prediction. So I'm going to begin my prediction by flat out letting you guys know there is no Waluigi in this video. None. He's an assist trophy. Let's move past that. I don't hate Waluigi or his fanbase. I truly do think he deserves a spot on the roster, but he didn't get one. I think it's better if we stop fooling ourselves. We don't need endless disappointment, guys. Come on. So if you're fine with that, we can carry on. I want to start this list by talking about echoes, clones, and let's just begin by getting the obvious ones out of the way. At this point, I'd be surprised if Shadow didn't make it in. I've been expecting his reveal since they first introduced Echo Fighters, I think at this point it'd be weird if he wasn't announced, especially since we have Knuckles as a assist trophy for the Sonic series now. We gotta wonder, where's Shadow? Where is he? Bam! New character. And with Google Chrome showing us that Echo Fighters don't have to be copy-paste of the original, I think changing just 2 of Sonic's moves will make Shadow, well, Shadow. Changes upbeat to a warp similar to Mewtwo's, with some green effects, some Chaos Control visuals, having him hold the green Chaos Emerald as he's doing the move, and there you go, you got his recovery. Kind of funny if while Sonic is in supersonic form, when he's doing his final smash, you can't up B because he has your Chaos Emerald. So Shadow's like, Maria! Moving on, Sonic has 2 spin dashes. Let's stop pretending he doesn't, he has 2 spin dashes. So how about we remove his forward B and give Shadow his signature move, Chaos Spheres. Allow him to use it in the air too, just as Sonic can forward B in the air. Maybe have the aerial one shoot diagonally down? I would have them both shoot straight like they do in the modded version of Brawl Legacy XP, but I think being able to charge and delay the one in the air, like just holding it and then you just shoot it downwards, it would be much more representative of Sonic 06 Chaos Spheres. Bam! You get a Sonic, you change 2 moves, and you got a Shadow. Moving on. Wait, Matt, what about Tails? You stop that right now. If you want Tails as a Sonic Echo, then you don't love Tails. Moving on. Isabell as an Echo Fighter is another safe bet. You could just change the graphics of her movesets to match those of the newly announced Animal Crossing. No?
Cake.
Anyways, one could argue that Isabell is truly the face of Animal Crossing, and yeah, sure, she's not a fighter, but neither is Villager. And the same thing that we had with Shadow, the Animal Crossing assist trophy has been changed to Captain, and is no longer Isabell. So, what could that mean? Who knows? We know. We all know. As for her moveset, I don't think it would vary too much from Villagers. Like I said, maybe alter the graphics to have them be different items from the games. Other than that, I would say just leave them essentially the same. I don't think anyone would complain about that. And if you're gonna do that and make copy and paste, easy job, why not just make all her alternate colors be different townspeople from the game? That'd be kind of neat, don't you think? On to the next and not so obvious one. We're expecting Ken. We're all expecting Ken. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna be Ken. Bergerman said something about if it doesn't have Ken, trash it, when it came to a leak list, which people took as Ken confirmed. But I don't know, call me crazy. I just have this feeling that Smash Ultimate seems to be building this whole heroes versus villains deal, and adding Ken just wouldn't fit that ideal. Sure, they can add Akuma as a boss and have Ken and Ryu fight him in Ken's reveal, like have Ryu fighting Akuma and losing, and then like in Richter's reveal, Ken shows up to help him, but Akuma is Ryu's rival. I don't think Ken would need to help him. I just think Akuma would be a much better choice to have as a playable character. He doesn't have to deviate much from Ryu. I would just change Ryu's down B to be Akuma's like dodging thing, like his little dodge thing, and then just have the Raging Demon be his final smash. And you can't tell me you wouldn't be dying to see Akuma versus Ganondorf. Come on, think about that for a second. Again, call me crazy. I think Akuma has a huge fan base who would be pleased to see him as a playable character. Sure, there's gonna be disappointed Ken fans, but just give Ryu a Ken alternate costume. The modding community is gonna do it anyway. On to the final Echo Fighter that I predict to be in the game. Black Shadow. Almost makes too much sense to add him into the game. Again, with the whole heroes versus villains theme. I think he would be the perfect addition as Ganon's Echo Fighter from Melee. Falcon's Echo Fighter, but Ganon from Melee. Just make him Ganon from Melee. If you think about it that way, Ganon's moveset has changed so much and made so many Ganon fans happy that he's moved away from being a clone of Falcon to being the true Gerudo King he deserved to be all along. But I'm sure there's people out there who still sort of prefer his Falcon-esque fighting style, so why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone and bring Black Shadow, having Melee's Ganon's moveset? Not to mention that the F-Zero series is so poorly represented. Sure, one could argue it's not a popular series at all, but neither is Star Fox. Come at me, I have numbers. But seriously, Captain Falcon has been in Smash since the very first game. The least we could do is give him a villain to fight. And don't tell me you wouldn't want to see Black Shadow with Melee Ganon's moveset fighting current Ganon. That would be
Cake.
fantastic. Why do I want to pit all newcomers against Ganon? Or maybe have Shadow versus Black Shadow. That was a bad joke. That was a terrible joke. Terrible joke. This is a bathroom. I cannot leave through here. Anyway, that concludes my list of Echo Fighters that I think will be added into our final initial roster. And without any delay, we're going to move straight into the new characters. Starting with... I don't know, like, you got to show the picture. That's what what are you doing? What are you waiting for? I think the Hunter from Monster Hunter is almost guaranteed now. It just makes sense that they're showing us that Rathalos is a boss in Smash. I hate to bring this up a third time, but this game is shaping up to be about heroes versus villains, and I think the Hunter being there to fight Rathalos is just perfect. Sure, Capcom has already lent the Hunter to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but let's face it, she's not getting much love over there. With the new Monster Hunter for Switch, the timing is perfect, and I would say just bring it to Smash Brothers. Bring it, give it to us. We want it. For what their moveset could be, the sky is the limit. We could have each move being represented by a weapon. For example, like we could have the smash attacks being represented by heavy weapons like the two-handed sword, hammer, the gun lance, and just have the recovery be the insect glaive. And I don't know, having the normal attacks be just fast weapons like twin blades, the sword, maybe some sword and shield. Maybe have the B moves to be ranged, so like the bow gun and the bow and the long sword. And seriously, the sky is the limit. There's just so much they could do with this character, and we all know Sakurai would deliver. Daddy Sakurai always delivers. He delivers. He delivers the mail. He delivers whatever you want delivered. He will deliver it to your house tomorrow, today, next hour. He'll give it to you. He'll do it. Next on the list of new fighters, we have a pretty obvious one, actually. I'm not going to get into too much details on why I think Geno deserves a spot in this game, or why he's pretty much guaranteed one, because too many people have already talked about this. Too many people already made videos about Geno in Smash, why Geno deserves to be in Smash. I bet Geno's going to be in Smash. Geno has been confirmed for Smash. Yeah, whatever. We've all heard it. And I'm pretty much locked down on this one. I think he's pretty much guaranteed, so we're just going to move on to the next one, because we don't want to talk about Geno, apparently. I mean, I do. I love the character, but he's confirmed. In my opinion, like, he has to be. Like, come on. He's in. Please. Let's move on to the next entry that's been very guessed at recently, but it's not confirmed, at least not for me. Again, a very heavily talked about character in our community, and honestly, I think it would be pretty cool to have him. Young Link would get a billion through his addition, and along with the fact that we could give him so many unique moves and so many cool things to do. I mean, there is an argument against its inclusion because the moon is the assist trophy now, but I personally think that actually heightens his chance of being in there, like to a Google. That's a number. Look it up. With that same argument being used for Dark Samus, Shadow, and Isabell, like the fact that they used to be, you know, assist trophies, and now they're no longer assist trophies, so they're most likely going to be characters. And the Earthbound Mushroom, the item that they added, it does similar effects to what Skull Kid did in Smash 4. So, yeah, no more an assist trophy. What's going to happen? He's going to be a character, most likely. I mean, I for one think that the original franchises need more love. One could argue that Geno being added into Smash would be an addition to Mario's roster, not really to Square Enix, and Black Shadow would go to F-Zero, so why not Skull Kid for Zelda? And, speaking of the original franchises getting some love, there he is, the one Kirby character that was missing, the one that fills that spear user role that Smash is so heavily missing, the one and only Bandana Waddle Dee. Now, I'm just going to state, I'm not a huge fan of Kirby, and I don't understand the appeal or demand for this character, but I can respect it. I respect that it's there, and I would not oppose this inclusion, honestly. In fact, if it makes people happy, it makes me happy. Sakurai already gave me clout. I can't ask for anything anymore. And for all you Bandana Waddle Dee lovers out there, here's my 2 coins. I say he's in. He's in. He's in. I seal of approval. He's in. Again, I'm not a huge Kirby fan, so I can't comment much on what he would do or why he's essential to the roster, but I think he's in. He's popular with the fans, like, worldwide. Like, he's been chosen many times, like, in the fighter ballot, like, he was pretty high up there, so I think people really want him, so He's in. People want him. People want him. Just like they want my next guest. Isaac. In case you didn't know, he is the main protagonist of Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance, one of the greatest handheld RPGs to ever exist. Not only that, but it existed only on Nintendo's handheld consoles, a Nintendo exclusive, with 3 games altogether. I shouldn't have to explain this, but some of you out there may be too young to even know what a Game Boy feels like to hold in your hands, and much too young to even know that you actually have to hold it by the window so you can actually see the damn screen. Golden Sun doesn't have a huge fan base, it just doesn't. But it has a fan base, it has a very strong one, and it earns a spot in Smash Brothers beyond being an assist trophy. And I would argue that Golden Sun deserves a little more love, but it is what it is. You may actually recognize Isaac as an assist trophy when he was added in Brawl. We haven't seen him yet. There's a picture that Sakurai tweeted out. It's very similar to the battle screen in Golden Sun, so I don't know if that's hinting at that, but I think Isaac really deserves a spot. He's iconic. Whether you know him or not, he is. And I don't think nothing else would please his fans more. I think the outcry for this guy since the ballot has been immense. Like, people now want him more than ever, and his chances are now higher than they've ever been. Myself included, I would really love Isaac to be in this game. Plus, the Golden Sun stage and soundtrack, oh my god, that would be fantastic for this game. So, we covered 4 Echo Fighters and 5 new fighters, which just leaves us with 1. And no, it is not Waluigi, okay? It's not. I don't particularly think that this last character will be the last to be announced. Something tells me that either Geno or Isaac will have the luxury of being the last character of the main roster. Geno because he would just generate so much hype, and Isaac because his fans would be at the edge of their seats just until the very last direct, just chewing off their fingernails wondering, is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? So yeah, I think those 2 would have a higher chance of being the last ones to be revealed. No, the last character that's going to be revealed is someone who would stir the pot like none other before, not even Cloud, and that is Goku. I wish. I'm joking, calm down, stop typing your angry comments about how Smash is the celebration of gaming history, Goku is not originating in gaming, blah, blah, blah. I get it, I do, trust me, I get it. No matter how much I would love to see my favorite character ever in my favorite fighting game ever, I know it'll never happen. We're moving on to someone else, who I doubt would be the last revealed character, but a new one nonetheless, and that is our newest Pokemon representative. And I think it's gonna be Incineroar. Thank you so much for watching, it's been a pleasure. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and I'm just kidding, it's not Incineroar. I honestly don't think Incineroar. I don't think he's gonna be our newest representative. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it'll be Decidueye either. I think it's going to be a Alolan Pokemon trainer. Also not really. No, it's obviously Gardevoir. Or is it? No, it's Lycanroc. It's not. It's actually Tapu Koko. Or maybe it's Mewtwo. Or maybe it's Mewtwo 2 and a Tutu say Tutu. It's none of those. It's not. I'm just... No. But seriously, who I actually think is going to be our newest Pokemon rep is none other than this guy. This girl. Pokemon. I haven't seen anyone guessing at this guy, and honestly, I'm surprised. Zeraora was the last addition to the legendary Pokemon in Sun and Moon. Much like Mewtwo, he's one of the only legendary Pokemon that would make a ton of sense as a fighter. His design is amazing, his attacks are really cool, and the anime just recently promoted the hell out of him in the latest movie. I mean, sure, a fast-hitting electric type is something we already have with Pikachu and Pichu, but I would argue he would be somewhere in between like Pikachu and Lucario, where he would hit pretty hard, but he would also be very fast. And we could even like give him like status effects or something cool to his moveset, like something unique. And I think he would be a very cool addition. Like, I think he would be incredibly well received. And with that, we have finished our 4 Echo Fighters and our 6 newcomers. And that's going to be it for the first video. The next video we're going to be talking about my honorable mentions, which I possibly think they're going to make it in as DLC. I'm not some kind of guru or anything, but I don't know, it's fun to speculate. So I will see you guys in the next video. And, you know, I don't have an outro. Outro. I don't have one of those. I don't even know how to say them.